Well, here comes this weather. I hope it doesn't collapse my tent. It's trying to. Can y'all see that? It may ruin my tent. These guys, I told them 10 minutes, they got caught in it. Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of String of Pearls. This week we go really fast in the yard and try to get everything finished up before we have to leave the Brunswick Marine Railway and get back to our normal place in St. Simons. So there's lots of action this week as we're taking apart shafts and painting and running around like crazy, and the weather messes with us. But somehow, some way, we end up getting it done. Thanks to Brunswick Marine Railway, and thanks everybody for watching and for all your support here on String of Pearls. Well, I've still got a lot to learn about the microphone on the DJI Mic 2. I've run the receiver out of battery, but here's our afternoon update. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock. You know, the great thing about dealing with shrimpers is, man, they know how to work. I mean, he's been standing straight and just getting it done. And Bubba are down inside the boat, and they are really working hard too, to get the coupling tore loose. Every once in a while you can hear them screwing around. What we've got to do to replace these shaft seals is we've got these shafts have got to come back about a foot. And so they are down there undoing those shafts from the engine. Also talking about whether or not it's worth it to repaint those shafts while we're here. And if there's anything else on the bottom that needs to be painted while we're here, I don't know. It's amazing how quickly this bottom tank comes off the running gear. But we will get up under there and examine how the zincs are doing. It's, you know, it's wild to be able to come really quickly so soon after, you know, usually you don't come back out of the water for a couple of years after you come. All those repairs look pretty good. All the shaft zincs we put on. So something's already eaten. No, it's eating out a little bit. The anodes. So anyway, that's kind of my updates from down here at the boat. This man right here has been working his ass off, standing all day long. And he's done a nice job. We'll get the scaffolding up tomorrow, get up higher. He's done a good job. It looks great. I haven't even been to the other side. I don't even know how to get to the other side of this thing. One piece of wood up there, that's the gate. All right, I'll check back with you guys later on. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up from Brunswick Marine Railway today. There's a real cast of characters down here. I hope that y'all get to meet some of these guys. Got two guys named Bubba. I got, they're so hot. They're pretty funny folks. I'll try to do some interviewing with them, but we got the boat all kind of nestled up there. It's going to do on it. Right, there's just something I can do. I can't get up there and fix it. They got that little bitty thing they ride around on. Put our tent up over there, so we have our our paint mixing table under there. Under the shade, some chairs to sit. And yeah, tide's gone out. That's kind of how it looks. So thanks again. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day down here, I'll tell you that. Nice little gentle breeze. It feels good. We're trying to get some of our supplies down so that we can get started on this. We've got some good helpers up this morning that are coming. James will be here in a minute, and Paul will be here in a minute, hopefully, and we'll get started. Let me grab this phone. I'll be right back. So J.C. Strahler, not a sponsor, has just delivered my scaffolding wood right here, and they've offloaded it, and so we're building up our scaffolding over here so that these guys can get up there and get the sanding. I'm probably about out of 80 grit. I may have to go get some more, but they'll do the best they can with it. When we get this blue up there, that's where we got to have 40 grit. But they'll get it done. Those guys are sitting there trying to figure out how to pull those wheels. We were just talking over here a minute ago about putting prop speed on the props because we've already got some little barnacle growth, but I don't know. We may just go back and paint some bottom paint on them. I've never seen those shafts apart like that. Y'all already got the shafts pulled apart?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a love, what they call a love cup. Got a love coupling right there that joins them together.
I've never seen that shaft apart. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The shafts look okay, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, that still look damn good. You got a little wear right there, but it's not bad.
Yeah, the Coast Guard asked me the last time I saw them about my bearings and whether we thought, especially on that one back there, what do you feel about those bearings?
No, the bearings are fine.
Bearings are fine.
Yeah. The bearings are fine in them. When your bearings go out, you could take and lift up on this right here, and you can feel it.
Right.
It'll jump.
Now, if this groove ever does get bad, I can take it right to Tyler, and he'll machine it, right?
Yeah.
And then what, do we put a different size bearing inside there, or just same size?
When it wears, it'll wear down into the steel. So what he'll do is he'll come in and put it on the welder, automatic turn welder.
And he'll pull it up.
And it'll build up.
And then he'll machine it back down.
And he'll machine it back down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jack 𝘚𝘵𝘢𝘳𝘊 is the best machine man. He does shafts all over the
He's
world.
working on a little piece for me right now.
Yeah. Jack's
That's his dad, right?
Jack is Tyler's dad.
Yeah. He's working on a little piece for me right now that I got to go get.
Yeah, both of them world renowned.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So here we go on this sanding. I'm gonna have to show them on the next round about how to keep the sander flat, but right now all I'm trying to do is make it smooth. And then we also can start at some point taping. We got to mask off that water line under the blue. We got to run masking tape all the way from the front to the back at some point. All right, yeah, there should be a red sander or something. If not, he may have to crawl back up on the boat. Yeah, there's a red sander right there. All right, we've got the wheels off on one side. Here we go over here. These guys can do anything. We just had a conversation about putting prop speed on these props. Damn, that's heavy. But now what we're trying to do is rotate these shafts back to create space on the inside so we can get them uncoupled. These guys are doing great work out here. Hey guys, this is the 11:30 update. I have been to Harbor Freight and back, and these guys are down here sanding really strongly. We've got to get a ruling on this fairing compound that I bought. It says it takes 48 hours till we paint it. And so we're going to switch. We're not going to, I got to call Jamestown Distributors about this and see. It seems ridiculous to me that it would take 48 hours before you can paint it. That's absurd. But so we're checking on that. And then in the meantime, we're going to switch back to West Systems, which is just a little bit more of a pain because you just have to sit there and mix it all the time. But it is what it is. They've almost, well, they're making great progress sanding. I hope I don't run out of sanding pads. I'll have to go back and get some more if I do. But these guys are doing great and they're working hard. David has almost finished sanding off that bad fairing compound and he should move pretty rapidly from here. So we'll be through with sanding in just a little while, don't you think, Paul?
Yeah. Depending how long it's going to take. There's quite a bit of bearing still on that top piece.
David moves pretty fast though, so he ought to be able to get through that pretty quick.
And then we've got the one right at the bow that needs attention.
Yeah.
It's like sticking out like a little bit. I think we'll be good to paint on this side. Or it will be good to fair on it.
Yeah.
So I would say paint it first.
Yeah. Primer it.
Primer it.
And then see what it says.
Fair it.
Here's the Jamestown Distributors people. Hello? Well, guys, they're really wanting us to move. So we're gonna start painting on this side this afternoon if we can keep the dust down and everything. So we got them up there crawling all over it. We're taping off. We're mixing paint over here. I got a bunch of folks out here helping us out. We're really trying to go fast so that we can get this side done and get out of here. We're going just as fast as we can. There's a lot happening here. All right. Let me tell y'all something about Brunswick, Georgia, and the Brunswick shrimp docks down here at the City Market Railway, at the Brunswick Railway. Is this finally, we got us a good crew, and they are moving. And that boat already looks so much better, and they're just getting started on it. And they're moving fast. And they're getting it done. These guys know how to work. What I'm talking about.
Hey, give me some up here. I'm gonna go up on top of the boat and I'm gonna start the top part.
We got to let the timer go off on that one.
I'm gonna do the top part. Just to the top.
Oh, ain't no more rolling.
If you can find a roller, I got a roller cover.
Go in there and look and see if you can find a roller. That be white. If you find one.
That's all you throw. Water line.
Hey, David, if you can't find one, you can grab a brush and paint the underside of that big rub rail headed backwards.
Top side also.
And the top side of it too. Yeah, you can roll if you want to. Look, in a box. It's a box full of roller covers right over yonder. All right, fellas, what a day. We really got it after it over here, all these guys. I bet you do too. I have to, it's that hot paint.
Oh, shit. Well, my head hurts.
All right, so here's how it looks, guys. They did a great job on this thing today.
We're down as soon as we get
Worked their ass off. I feel pretty good about it. These guys, they work hard, they go fast. Pretty pleased. Okay, so we gotta really move fast tomorrow. We've got on this side, we have to ferret, another coat of primer, and top coat it, and then we got to top coat the other side. We'll do it. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. We are kind of scrambling a little bit because there's weather coming. We just got some alerts. It says there's some weather inbound. Hope my tent doesn't blow away. May need to come up with another anchor point for it. But we've got some weather inbound, and we're trying to get this boat, you know, good enough to where we can, you know, launch it for sure tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow afternoon before we can launch it, because high tide is not until late in the evening. So it'll be high tide tomorrow. But today we'll get a ramp before the rain comes. We'll get fairing on this side, and depending on what Paul wants to do, we may top coat the other side. I don't know. We'll have to just see what he says we're going to do. But that's kind of how we are this morning. It's a beautiful morning, but it's a little breezy, and you can tell it's just a little bit unsettled. So I guess the weather is going to screw with us one more time before we get this thing kind of done. Just so grateful for these guys down here. I can't even, like, I'm here pretty early this morning and they were already here and already working. You know, it's just remarkable how they do. These are real people doing real things, man. And I am grateful for them. Boat looks good. We'll get it making look better this morning. So, all right, I appreciate y'all. Talk soon. Bye. Woo, pretty stressful. Clouds are starting to move in. Wind is really picking up. We're going as fast as we can. James is getting around a fairing on here. Everybody's trying to scramble around before this weather hits. But after this weather comes through, we should be good to go for the afternoon and get this thing painted. It'll just be windy, which actually helps the paint dry. But we're all just scrambling around trying to get this done right here leading up to this evening, as they want me off the rails tomorrow. Crazy train. Well, here comes this weather. I hope it doesn't collapse my tent. It's trying to. Can y'all see that? It may ruin my tent. These guys, I told them 10 minutes, they got caught in it. It's raining to beat the band now, buddy. Now this really is like running a 3-ring circus around here. We're having to do a little instructing at the same time we're doing. These guys are used to kind of more rough applications. So now that we're starting to get into fine work, we're having to teach them a little bit more about how to do it, because they just want to go fast and get it done. And you have to, in this application, you really have to be patient and take your time and let it all kind of develop. So we're doing a little bit of instructing and a little bit of teaching and helping them understand. I'm about to go to the hardware store, get more sandpaper. We're waiting on those bolts that I ordered to come in. So we got a lot of stuff happening at this red hot moment as we're trying to get out of here. But here we go. It's rained. The rain came through, but we're already back working. It's about 11 o'clock. I paid $65 for something to be shipped to me by yesterday, and it ain't here yet. Here's our midday update. It's cloudy now. You know, this front's trying to come through, and it keeps acting like it's going to rain, but it hadn't rained since that squall came through, which was a pretty good squall. So we've got them getting fairing on the boat. They're painting the boot stripe on the other side, so that's the first top coat that we've had go on over there. And we've sanded, David has sanded most of this stuff, but we're going to build a 2-story scaffolding, I think. I can't tell if we're still going to build it or not, so they can get up high and put pressure on. Hopefully that's what's happening. I can't tell if it is, but they're working on it. And that's where we're at. We're still, you know, on this schedule of trying to get out of here in a hurry. They put the propellers back on. We were trying to you know, swap out our dripless shaft seals, but that just didn't happen. It takes too much to do it. So they put everything back together. And that's where we are. They're putting the rudders back together now. Hey everybody, Captain Matt. It is, let's see what day it is. Today is Thursday afternoon. The front has blown through. If you'll look over there, you can see that's blue sky. It's been raining on us all afternoon, but the front has now blown through and it's looking a little better. So we'll have good weather from now on. This wind is kind of nice. It keeps the bugs down, but that was a heck of a squall line that came through. So what we've done today is we've gotten another round of fairing on the boat. This is the starboard side, as you can see, and so right now we just have a little section to finish up. Rock's going to take care of that, and he also ground down a bad place up in the bow, and we're going to get some more fairing on that, and then everything is ready for a big day tomorrow. And I think we're going to be able to knock out tomorrow. With the first thing that we're going to do on the port side tomorrow is sand it with 220. And so that'll be all sanded down, and then it's ready for top coat. Over here, all we have to do is we're gonna we're on 150 grit sand this side tomorrow, and then 220, and then prime it, another coat of primer, and then 220 sand it, and it'll be ready for top coat. So I know I've told y'all for 3 weeks that we're gonna be getting top coat on it, but I think that day is tomorrow. So hang in here with us. Okay, Paul, tell us about this. Now we've got our first top coat going in. Tell us about this.
First top coat, 2-part epoxy, 4 parts paint, 1 part converter.
4 parts paint, 1 part converter. We mix it and put it in the bucket.
Yep.
We don't spill a drop ever.
And we let it sit for 20 minutes like you'd do a cake.
Yeah.
We wait till the oxygen comes out of it, and then we're good to go.
All right, great. Do we need to cover it or anything, or it can be uncovered?
That's why you brought the lids.
Yeah, and I did buy the lids.
Yeah, that's what that is for.
Okay. So we let it sit a minute and then cover it?
No.
Or we can cover it right now?
Cover it right now.
Here we go. Cover coming on.
Converter in first, right?
Oh, we haven't put the converter in. Look, I'm getting them out of sequence. Hang on, I'm just going to watch them work for a minute. Look, they're over here eating lunch. What? I never seen such over here. Lunch break. Good grief, man. All right, tell everybody who you are, because y'all are going to be famous.
What, famous?
Famous, yeah.
Rocco the Don Corleone III.
Right, all right. And then we got Bubba and Bubba. 2 of you right here. And we sure are appreciative of all the work that they've done on this. They work like crazy. And it's looking pretty good too. We're about to have top coat coming. They've got a little bit more sanding to do on this side. But the other side is all done and ready to go, and they're about to get to rolling and tipping, so we'll get to see that for the first time.
Got to be the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you have heard of him.
Thanks for that, Little Rock. Little Rock's made for TV. I hear you. All right, guys, back in a little bit. Back here putting top coat on it. We're pretty excited about that. We're rolling and tipping. I'm gonna give you a view from up here. Boy, it does look nice. It does. It looks like glass. It looks great, Paul.
Sorry, Mike.
Looks great.
It looks good.
That's what it looks like. Real smooth.
Yeah, nice and pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
That next coat to make it really look good.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't done this part yet, and they're working their way up to it, but that's what we got going. Right here, it's nice to see top coat going on. This is the side of the boat everybody sees anyway. This is the pretty side of the boat, if you will. Okay, standing by. All right, I'm standing out here on the dock. I got Bubba. Bubba, what's wrong with these filters?
The air filters are just clogged up. They need to be changed, but right now we can't get any in by Sunday. So we took some Dawn and washed them out, took some cleaner and cleaned them and rinsed them out real good, and we're gonna let them dry and get some ordered, and we'll change them whenever they get here.
We'll get some ordered and we'll swap them out, but it ought to be good enough to get us back and and get us going. But he rinsed them out, got all the dirt out of them, and you can see it's some dirt left down there in the bucket. But we're getting it done slowly, updated over here. The other side of the boat looks good. The tide's come up. I can't get over there at the moment to go look at it, but I'll show y'all when it gets done. We've got this side of the boat with primer coat going on. It'll be ready for top coat in the morning. Slowly but surely we're getting there, and we're gonna get back in the water, get out of these guys' hair, and get back over to St. Simon's. Well, guys, I've had quite the day. I have been on an adventure. And one day I'll tell you all about it, but I have just completed one of the most interesting and faith-restoring things in my entire life that has concluded down here just outside of 𝘗𝘵, Florida. But I'm headed back to the boat. I've got to go do something first. It's going to take me a minute to get back there. But hopefully they're getting top coat and everything like that on there. But I'll give you updates in just a little bit. I got to get some gas now.
Salt on my lips, bare feet on the bow, sky catching fire, fading slow to town. Pelicans gliding low, then they're gone. You lean on the railing, humming some half-made song. Sunset over the Georgia coast, drifting where the day lets go. St. Simon's Sound in a golden glow. Out on the boat, out on the water, everything quiet, everything softer. Peace I never knew I'd found. Out here watching the world slow down.
Folks, we got so busy that I didn't really have a chance to record all the rest of the mad scramble to get this boat painted and everything finished up so that we could get back in the water. It was pretty intense and pretty busy, but the good news is we did get it all finished up, and we got it finished up in time to be able to get put back in the water and head back to St. Simon's. Okay, guys, it is early Monday morning. I got Bubba down here, and I got Captain Reid Harris with me. And we're about to load up and get this boat back to St. Simons. These guys have done an amazing job down here, and we did a lot of work in very, very little time, and they flat got after it. We've got high tide, plenty of water. We just had a man have to go get in the water to get the bottle jack down off the back of the boat. He says the water's cold. I believe him. I'm not going to find out myself.
There you are.
I hope not. I don't want to.
We got to get wet and get on the ladder.
Well, I will use my ninja skills and not get wet to get on the ladder. But
Okay.
we are. But we're about to load up here, and they're going to back us in. We've got weather moving in that we're going to try to stay ahead of. But it's going to be nice to have the boat back at St. Simons. And I'll tell you the truth, folks, it's going to be nice to not doing a whole lot of work for a minute. So we're going to go cruising and stuff like that. I'll check back with you when I'm on board. Hey, Creek. All right, here we are. We're up here. Going. This one's a little bit more jumpy than the other one. Back to the marina. It was an interesting docking situation. Maybe the camera will pick these up, but we've got what, 3-foot rollers coming through right now. It's a strong south wind and an outgoing tide, and it's a little sporty in here. Maybe you can see how much the boat is moving in relation to the stairs. But Reid did a great job. Having not been on the boat in a while, this was challenging difficulty of docking 10. We had to go around a couple of times, but James helped out. Thanks, James, and we did it good, guys. I wanted y'all to get to know Reid a little bit. So Reid Harris's family's lived here for 1,000,000 years on St. Simons, and his father is really responsible for a lot of the environmental protection that we have around. Tell us a little about your dad, Reid.
My dad grew up here. Was an attorney here and representative here for the state, and saved the marshlands of the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia made a plan in 1968 to mine the marshes for phosphate rock, and was a popular opinion with everyone but scientists. And the scientists at the Sapelo Institute for the University of Georgia doing research on the marshlands knew how important they were, and so a too-long fight came about, and a lot of friendships and businesses parted ways. But in the end, in 1970, the bill was signed by Governor of Georgia, became the Marshlands Protection Act of 1970, which opened the door to environmental legislation across the country to save the marshes. And
let me jump in real quick. This is really important, and here is Reid's book about it, or Mr. Harris's book about it that he wrote. And I want to thank Reid for getting me a copy of it so that I could have it and read it, and thanks for talking about this because it's important to know.
The EPA, some chemicals and wildlife protection and whatnot, and all the other states joined in to save the marshes in their area too. So it was a pretty big deal.
It's a huge deal, and for us, that means that when we go out through the marshes here, along, in our little footprint, it's untouched, it's unspoiled, it's pristine, and it's like it has always been. And we have Reid W. Harris to thank for that, and lots of other people that have been involved over the years. But that's what we love about this place, about St. Simons and the Golden Isles and the coast of Georgia. But we're back here safely. Thanks, Reid, for a great job as first mate. The trip was uneventful, kind of ish.
Nobody died.
Nobody died, and we do think we hit something out there. We had a big bump as we were going along. We don't know what that was in the back river, but but it ran good, and it got a little skinny water on us inside Plantation Creek. But and then the docking was challenging. It's just no way around it. We're missing I've talked to you guys about this before, but we're missing a piling that goes right there. And when you dock this boat in this slip and an outgoing tide, there's just no way to keep it from drifting, because the current doesn't run straight that way. The current actually runs straight that way, and it pushes you right into the opposing boat. So anyway, nobody got hurt, and Reid has all of his fingers.
I do.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Well, hey, guys. It is Saturday, and today is one day after the vernal equinox. And I thought I'd lost my GoPro camera, but I found it, thank goodness. But today is a beautiful day. This is what we signed up for. It's 80 degrees. There's a light, gentle breeze blowing. This is what we signed up for. But I just wanted to kind of conclude and wrap up some things. We got off the rails, got back here. We had a bad storm, and the bad storm knocked my dock box in the water, so I lost the dock box. We've really had it since the last recording I made, but I just wanted everybody to know that the boat looks good. We've got good crews going out with us. We got a good crew on here tonight, and so we're gonna go out and have a big time with them. Hey, say hey, everybody. And then we'll go out and watch a nice, pretty sunset and have a great time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on String of Pearls, where we'll have even more exciting adventures and see what else we can get into. But I really do appreciate everybody watching during this phase. It's nice to be back up and running. See y'all next week.
Pocket full of monos and a heart that won't behave. I keep my smile like a lantern, but I'm tired of being brave. You say the night is just a hallway and love's a door at the end. I've been walking in circles. Tell me, are you my friend if I let you see the ache in me? Promise you won't make it small. I don't need saving, I just need somewhere soft to fall. Hold me like a harbor, steady when the water's wild. Say my name like a prayer, slow like you mean it, like a child. I'm not asking for forever, I'm just asking for tonight. Hold me like a harbor and I'll come home to the light. I've kissed the wrong kind of thunder. I've danced with trouble in heels I wore. I'm fine like a uniform while my whole inside broke seals. But you got that Sunday morning with a Friday night grin. Don't talk around what you want, baby, just tell me where I fit in. If you want me clearly, don't you love me on the side? I've been strong for too
You are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. This is exactly what, my view was the whole time, and having to walk out and look around at things. It's hard to kind of tell what's going on, really.